And I start to question everything. Like what? People telling me you gotta let it go. You're sitting in the sun and you're growing old. When I tell them that I like to live my life this way, they turn around.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am so grateful that you are here, and hello if you're new, welcome. My name is Julia and I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. For this video, I honestly was not even home for like 90% of it, but nonetheless, I enjoyed amazing food. I nourished myself, I fueled myself, I felt good most of the time. I don't live in a world with restrictions when it comes to my food, and I honestly just mindfully take note of how I feel when I eat certain things, when I feel lively and vibrant, and when I feel sluggish and low energy. I just take note of what I've been consuming at those points in time and gear my diet towards feeling more good most of the time, you know what I mean? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video and you get lots of inspiration and maybe just see that you can live a life without restrictions, other than the ones that you may make for ethical reasons, obviously. Food is for enjoyment, but it's also for nourishment as well, so look at it as both, and let's get on with the food. Day one of this video is such a simplistic day of eating, and there's not a lot of work going on my end. Started my day with a yogurt bowl and then had some snacks, went out for lunch with my brothers. At this point, I was still in Sarnia, and then I drove back to Hamilton, which is my hometown. Well, not hometown, but where I'm living currently. Popped these samosas, pre-made samosas in the oven, enjoyed half of those, and then ordered sushi. I'm not complaining on this day, to be honest. It was a good day of eats. Day number two, I started off with a coffee and a bowl of oatmeal. I didn't make these oats, so that's why I didn't show you the process. My friend made them. Anyways, we are making a Mexi kind of style lunch here today, and we're going to throw all of these veggies on top of some corn chips. So I got some carrots, some red onions, some red peppers, some kale, all topped off with some spices. I got some garlic powder, smoked paprika, chili powder, salt, and of course some lime juice because I'm low-key addicted to lime. I then topped everything with this queso dip that I showed you on day one. I was dipping my corn chips in. It is so good. It's like a cauliflower queso dip. Delicious. And then I just piled everything on top of each other, topped it with half of an avocado, more queso dip, and this was not only delicious, but literally so easy to throw together. It took me like, I'd say 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at the most. So damn good. And because you already know I like to spice things up, I threw some pickled jalapenos on top as well and just sat outside and enjoyed. I love sitting outside and eating. It's just such a vibe, such a heartwarming, calm, human instinct vibe, if that makes sense. Go eat outside, guys. It feels great. Tonight we're making a big old stir fry with a crap ton of veggies because honestly that's just my vibe. Like if there's not a crap ton of veggies, I don't want anything to do with it. I just love vegetables and I love to spice vegetables up. One reason I love being vegan, because vegetables just soak up flavor so much, and the more you work with them, the more creative you get and the better things taste. So I just threw some marinated tofu into a pan, and I'll write that recipe down in the description box for you guys.
Too many vegetables.
Once the veggies started to cook down, I then spiced them up with some soy sauce, some sriracha, the rest of the marinade from the tofu, some maple syrup, some rice vinegar. fucking workout. So this is what the package for the udon noodles said to do. Throw them in a frying pan first. I'm not sure what frying them does. If you know, please comment down below so I can be properly informed. But this is the first time I've ever personally cooked with udon noodles. And I gotta say, it's happening again. 100%. I'm going to cook with udon noodles so much more often. Once everything was ready, plated up our bowls and then topped our tofu on top. I didn't feel like throwing it in the stir fry because I thought it would lose its crispiness, and I really, really love crispy tofu. If you love it too, comment down below because I need to know. Topped it all with sesame seeds, and you already know, we ate outside again. Butterflies, I'm turning gold. Got me spinning around like vertigo. How could I feel so certain? So we're starting off the day with an iced matcha, and I added some lion's mane mushroom to it too because lion's mane mushroom is just so good for your brain. And on this matcha packaging, it said that it's cold brew matcha, but I still low-key think I have to mix it with hot water first because it took a lot of shaking for it to actually mix in with the milk. But because of all that shaking, the froth on top, fire. I then had some oats made for me again. I'm just a lucky girl, and then went to work. At work, I just had some leftover slaw and some leftover udon noodles from the night before, and just a small handful of blackberries as well. So by the time I got back, it was like after 10. I was so hungry. I just got some takeout from work and brought it home with me because, you know, I wasn't gonna cook. By the time I got home, I was already exhausted. But we just got a whole bunch of veggies here with some quinoa, some pickled jalapenos, and some fake meat. Low-key don't know how I feel about it because it's so real that it freaks me out.
Talking about leaving.
I feel like people don't cheers coffee.
Cheers. Milk carton, black and white face. Smile vacant for the picture. Parents waiting in the driveway. Oh my darling, Arizona.
Isn't that a beautiful avocado?
Yeah.
For lunch, we were having some wraps, so I just cut up a whole bunch of vegetables. And I want to say, if you don't know this already, I'm sure you do because you guys are all smart cookies. If you add acidity and salt to your kale and massage it into it, it breaks it down so it's easier to digest. I then built my wrap up with half of an avocado, some vegan mayo, some Dijon mustard, and some jarred roasted red peppers, which are so good, by the way. I've made a roasted red pepper soup before. So good. Anyways, we got some red onions, some cucumber. Love cucumber. I just love veggies, to be honest. Some sriracha because, you know, I already like to spice it up. Some kale, some spinach, some balsamic vinaigrette, just for some extra flavor, you know. And, of course, some sauerkraut. And you already know, we enjoyed our meal outside.
See you soon.
Ooh-wee, I got this feeling that just you and me may end up somewhere off in Italy.
So today we went for a run a few hours after we had lunch. I had one of those granola bars when I got back, and then we decided we needed some bread and pasta for dinner. So to start, I'm just making some croutons for our Caesar salad, which are so easy to make, guys. You honestly just cut up bread, add some olive oil and some spices, whatever spices you desire, really. I just added some onion powder, some garlic powder, and a little bit of parsley. Tossed them around, threw them in the oven for about 15 minutes or so at 350 degrees, and then I just turned the oven off and let them sit as the oven cooled down. From there, I just started to fry up a whole bunch of veggies for our pasta, and we were making making a creamy pasta sauce. So I had some cashews soaking in some hot water, added some nutritional yeast, some lemon, touch of balsamic vinegar as well. And we are just keeping this super, super simple because I just love a simple creamy sauce with a bunch of veggies and a bunch of pasta. I just think it's such a delicious way to enjoy vegetables and a lot of pasta, obviously. So for vegetables, we have onion, mushroom, zucchini, broccoli, and some sun-dried tomatoes as well. And oh, just so bomb. And my friend whipped up the Caesar salad and we just kept it super simple with some lettuce, some cucumber, and some red onion, along with our Caesar dressing as well, plus the homemade croutons, which I almost forgot. I also got to say, we were listening to Frank Sinatra like the whole night when we were doing this, and it was such a vibe.
Try again.
Just say no more. I'll prepare for sure. And I hope we never do come down. I just wanna see you drown right now. Yeah, crawl into my bed for now while we figure it out. You're not conversation.
So if you guys have watched my other videos, you know that I was really loving the Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee, but since I finished the bag, I've just been adding mushrooms to my coffee instead of buying mushroom coffee, because honestly, mushroom coffee is just so expensive, and I'm so sorry for how much I've said mushroom coffee in the last like 2 seconds. But anyways, for breakfast, we decided to attempt to make some like quote-unquote protein milk. So I literally just mixed protein powder, milk, and a banana in together, blended it. But I gotta say, this protein powder at my friend's house is just, not my favorite, to be honest. But he's allergic to peas, so he can't have pea protein. So he has the most expensive protein powder out there. But to be honest, it's not good. It's not good. It makes everything into like thick sludge. And it's, like 2 out of 10, wouldn't recommend. And then I just had to include this clip because look at the doggy's nose. For lunch, I had the biggest craving for a big old sandwich, so we started off by adding some like vegan cream cheese to our bread, along with some Dijon mustard and some sriracha, because you already know I love to spice it up. And then I just had some leftover roasted veggies from a number of days ago that I wanted to use, so I warmed them up and then threw them on top of my sandwich, along with some red onion and some cucumber, because cucumber, you know, just so good. I then added some sauerkraut, which some people love, some people hate. I used to hate and now love. Like, could probably eat like half of a jar in one sitting. No lie. I know that's kind of gross, but no lie. I then added some spinach and some lettuce, cut my sandwich in half, and freaking enjoyed it, you know? I love a good sandwich. Does anyone else just love a good damn sandwich? Please tell me in the comments, okay? Okay, so what is this? Like the 4th time that I've had takeout this week? This is so not normal for me at all. I'm kind of cheap, no lie, kind of cheap. Usually don't buy takeout because I'd rather just make it at home. Plus I love cooking.
It smells so lemony.
After we got over the fact that it smelled so damn good, I then stuffed my face, and rice noodles are just such a vibe for me. Like, I absolutely love rice noodles so damn much. I could eat them every single day. I'm seriously not kidding. Like, I could eat them every single day. And they're so easy to add whatever flavors you desire. You can have rice noodles for like an Italian meal instead of like gluten noodles. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just so diverse. So I decided not to make the same mistake that I made the other morning and mix my matcha with hot water first. After standing there and wasting about 10 minutes shaking a mason jar, I was like, not again, not again. So I just added some ice, some oat milk, some maple syrup, topped it with my matcha, and enjoyed that. Okay, Don't at me for my breakfast, but I legitimately made rice paper rolls for breakfast. It's not a quote-unquote breakfast food, but honestly, is there breakfast food? No, there's just food that can be enjoyed at any time during the day whenever you feel it. I was feeling like a rice paper roll breakfast, so that is what I did. I honored that craving and enjoyed. So I packed these guys with cucumber, avocado, red onion, and some pickled red cabbage, which is so good, and then topped it off with some lettuce, rolled that all on up, and then decided to add some red pepper to the last one because why the hell not, right? After I had them all rolled up, I dipped them in the sauce that came with the rice paper rolls from last night and had the best breakfast ever. And I'm also doing things backwards and then had a coffee after that. And then my lunch was also a savory lunch. I had only a few of this like plate of nachos because he tried mine when I first made them a couple days ago and he was like in love with it, so he needed to make his own. So I had some of those and then made myself a big old plate with rice noodles as well, with a sauce that I just mixed some soy sauce, some sriracha, some rice vinegar, some ginger, some maple syrup, and some garlic powder as well. Such a classic sauce that I make all of the time. But what can I say? It's so damn delicious. Topped my salad off with it and freaking enjoyed my lunch. I then was vibing a midday ice cream bowl. If you ever have those days, I'm with you on it. I'm with you on it. But hey, you gotta top it off with some coconut whipped cream and some almonds, okay? This bowl was damn delicious. I then did lots more editing that day, had some crackers and some dip with a glass of wine while I was watching my video through. For dinner, he was feeling like taking the lead, and I was totally okay with it, you know? So we had an apricot squash. I always want to say apricot. Like, I want to combine acorn and apricot together to make apricot. Anyways, an acorn squash. We then topped it with some vegan butter, some salt, and some brown sugar, and put it on broil, and the brown sugar just like crisp up on top. Whew, so good.
Oh, look how pretty this red onion is.
We then needed a big old salad to go along with dinner, so I just chopped up some vegetables. We got some lettuce, some kale, some red onion, some carrot, and I actually just topped off the salad with that creamy dressing that I made with the pasta the other day, and it was such a good salad dressing as well. Then just plated up some quinoa, plated up our squash, plated up our salad, and enjoyed this super simple but delicious dinner.
Our names together have a nice ring. So I'm talking about the real thing. Our names together have a nice ring. Hey, well, let's get away. Crying eyes and thoughts long gone.
On the last day, I decided to go home. The sacred space, the little apartment, the 200 square foot room that I call my own, you know? Also, don't know what the hell is happening with those bananas. Like, that's never happened to me before, and I was like struggling to break that apart. Anyways, we gave up. We luckily got a couple bananas into our blender. I added some coconut kefir, some flaxseed, some chia seed, some hemp seed, and some chocolate protein powder. And this, guys, is so good. That chocolate protein powder, oh my god. Use my code down in the description box below for 20% off of all of Teami products. So good. Anyways, I added my protein smoothie to my bowl. The consistency is not the best, to be honest. I wanted it a little bit thicker, but I had a heavy hand when it came to the coconut kefir. I then just wanted to keep it simple, so I topped my smoothie bowl with my coconut chips and some powdered peanut butter. And honestly, chocolate coconut peanut butter, yo, this was like accidentally so damn good.
Stunning, funny how the rest gon' come in. Funny how you back for the loving I've been. I got one too many tricks up my sleeve. I must need overdose on empathy. My pops and me, more screenshots of me. The streets are free. Go ahead and take.
For lunch, I was just feeling like keeping it simple and using up some leftovers, so I fried up half of a block of tempeh with just some chili flakes and some chili oil, and then had a whole bunch of leftover rice, so I plated that along with some carrots, some red cabbage, some cucumber, and threw my tempeh right on top of my salad bowl, along with some green peppers, and of course my famous seed mix, which is just so damn good on every single salad, and it also makes it look just so aesthetic. Like, you can't tell me that that seed mix does not make everything look so aesthetic. I then added a delicious Asian-inspired dressing that I made myself, and a video with my 5 favorite salad dressings will be out very soon, so definitely go check that out for delicious salad dressings. Anyways, for dinner, I'm so sorry for being just so original here, but I was just feeling like the same thing that I had for lunch. Slightly different, obviously, because I kind of didn't have all of the same ingredients, but you gotta work with what you have, you know? And I just try to be innovative and creative and all of the things when it comes to my food. Sometimes I'm lazy. We all have those days, okay? But I just added some carrots, some red cabbage, some red onion, some rice, green onion, and some pickled radish as well. And you already know, topped it all on off with my delicious Asian-inspired dressing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button as well, because it really does help my channel grow and make me be able to share my weird, wacky personality and energy with more and more people, which makes me so very happy. Anyways, I want to remind you to look at your body as it's constantly working for you every single day to keep you lively and vibrant. Your body wants to be happy and healthy and vibrant and all of these things. You just have to allow it to be by fueling it with positive energy, food that makes you feel good, and lots of love. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't forget to drink lots of water, eat your greens, respect yourself, and I will see you again soon for lots more content coming your way. Mwah!